By partnering with the WWF, we found goodness in sustainable fishing practices. Pick and Pay, always there for you.
On Spring Day, the Selly One caused a major oil slick on the Tableview beachfront, which is an important feeding ground for seabirds. Struck by the plight of the oiled African penguins, Pick and Pay stepped in to help.
The process started on Sunday when the store manager at Tableview store phoned us and said that the Selly One wreck had been hit by big waves and it had cracked up and more bunker oil was being discharged onto the beach. And a team from disaster management was cleaning up the beach and they were hungry and they went to Pick and Pay and said, can you give us something to eat? And of course we said we would, that's what we do. And then the story developed. We then realized that 40 birds plus had been brought to SANCCOB for rehabilitation, African penguins, endangered African penguins, and we immediately thought, because of our commitment to sustainability issues, that we needed to help. So we phoned SANCCOB, said, what do you need? They explained what their needs were, and then we offered to pay for the process of feeding the 40 birds, which is 500 Rand a go, from receiving the bird to feeding to cleaning, rehabilitating and putting them back in the water.
SANCCOB and the rehabilitation team is on 24-hour duty and have since admitted 219 birds affected by the oil slick. CEO Vanessa Strauss showed us around the facility.
So this is Rocky. She's a rock hopper penguin. Okay. She's one of our ambassador penguins, so you're welcome to touch her back, give her a stroke. Yeah. So she's one of our ambassador penguins. We take her to schools and to public places, and we're able to use her to spread our message to raise awareness for conservation issues in the ocean and African penguins. She definitely likes the girls. Yeah.
The affected birds, however, are not used to being in such close proximity to humans.
So here you guys can see a group of the birds that were affected in the Selly One oil spill over the weekend. You can see the oil on their feathers. Basically a patch as big as a 5 Rand coin is enough to kill a bird. They end up dying of dehydration, starvation and hypothermia if we don't rehabilitate them. So basically the first step in the rehabilitation process is to stabilize them, and we do that by giving them an electrolyte solution. You can see it's being tubed by one of our wonderful volunteers. It goes straight down into the bird's stomach, and that helps to just build up their condition and get them ready for the stressful washing process, which is the next step.
All in all, cleaning one bird takes about an hour. Some might never breed again.
So you can see this is where the action really happens. This is our wash bay area. The first bird for the day has just been put in a bath with soapy water and some disinfectant that helps to break down the oil. And you can see some experienced hands trying to remove the oil from the feathers, which is not an easy job. It's a very stressful process for the birds because they don't like being in hot water and being held down. It takes about 25 minutes to get the oil off the bird's feathers. From there, we move it over to the rinsing team, and their job is to remove all the soapy water and whatever may still be on the bird's feathers, and that takes about 25 minutes. The rinsing is very important in the rehabilitation process as it kick-starts the bird's ability to get themselves waterproof again, which is essential for their survival back in the wild. The fact that the Selly One wreck has been lying on our doorstep for the past 3 years is a major concern for SANCCOB. As long as the wreck is still there, there's a big risk that more oil will leak out of it and continue to oil birds. The African penguin has recently been reclassified as endangered, and we can no longer accept this risk to such an endangered species, as well as thousands of other species in our marine environment.
This is why the announcement that the wreck will be removed was welcomed. And what's more, by the end of this week, there will be a quick and easy way for you to help SANCCOB and the penguins from any Pick and Pay store nationwide. You can donate your Smart Shopper points to this organization by simply swiping your card.